This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, 12th December 2023. On the news this evening, court stops Martin Samehule-led Rivers lawmakers from accessing Assembly complex. Former lawmakers advised Governor Fubara to present budget to Edison Ehie-led lawmakers. Widow of bouncer killed in Bonny, River State, demands justice. Senate confirms former Rivers PDP chairman Desmond Akawo as federal commissioner. On the foreign scene, German far-right extremists charged for plotting coup. I am Constance Mega with the news. A high court in Port Harcourt has ordered the Martin Samehule-led River State House of Assembly to stop using thugs and armed police personnel to gain access to the House of Assembly complex. In an interim injunction issued today, Justice M.W. Danagogo also directed the Martin Samehule-led group not to disrupt or stop the Edison Ehie-led group from carrying out their legislative duties pending the hearing and determination of the motion. Well, recall that the court had ordered both factions to maintain the status quo, but the Amehule-led group held 4 sittings in the assembly, relying on another order from a federal high court in Abuja. Meanwhile, a former federal lawmaker and commissioner in the Peter Odili administration, Paworiso Horsfall, has advised Governor Siminalayi Fubara not to delay in presenting the 2024 appropriation bill to the Edison Ehie-led House of Assembly. Mr. Horsfall tells correspondent Subi Oruwari that Governor Fubara will not violate any law if he does so.
I don't really see any, because as it stands now, Right Honorable Speaker Edison Ehie is the Speaker. The others have left the party and invariably vacated their seats. It's for the process to take place to replace them. And so that budget should be presented to him in the assembly. So I think both sides should really add to the part of peace.
Also, another former lawmaker, Friday Nke, says there is nothing wrong if Governor Fubara presents the 2024 appropriation bill to the remaining PDP lawmakers.
House of Assembly is House of Assembly. It is not the number that matters. There was the House of Assembly constituted. That is what is important. The state must move on. The governor did not say others should not participate. But those ones, they are vacated. So as long as they are vacated and the law or inquire that there are no more members of the House, as the party is the national body of the PDP and taking some steps, already declared that those seats are vacant. The governor cannot call those who are no more members of the Assembly to come and preside over the budget of the state. So those who are available are the people that he will deal with. And there is nothing wrong with that.
Well, Mr. Nke said the recall process initiated against some of the lawmakers is no longer necessary with their defection to the APC.
The fact they recall is overtaken by events. To recall a member is a little bit cumbersome, but now that they have voluntarily abdicated their seat by defecting from the party that sponsored them when there is no genuine or cogent reason, that has been overtaken by events. From the observation so far, there is nothing called risk in PDP, both at national level, state level, local government, and even at the world levels.
In the meantime, the chairman of the Defense for Human Rights and Democracy, Clifford Solomon, says the organization is worried that citizens will be denied some dividends of democracy due to the continued political tension in River State.
We join to condemn any passive godfatherism in all forms of executive supremacy and legislative tyranny in this state. The people are entitled to improve welfare, good governance, and quality legislations to address myriad of challenges affecting the rights of citizens, especially their economic and social rights. The people elected both the governor and legislators to provide good governance, enhance the welfare of citizens, and ensure the security of lives and property.
Away from that, a widow of the bouncer who was allegedly killed by a military officer is calling for justice. The incident happened yesterday in Bonny local government area of River State. Now, the widow, Diepriye Abbey, said her late husband was allegedly stabbed to death by the soldier because he refused him access into a club with a dagger. She called on the security agencies to identify and arrest her husband's killer.
My husband saw the dagger with the guy and he told him, you can't enter inside with that dagger. That was just fun. From there, my husband ran away. The guy chased him with a bike with two other guys and they held my husband and stabbed him there. I need justice for my husband. Justice because as I am like this, I can't take care of the kids alone. And they should tell me why they will kill an innocent man because of his eye, telling you that they don't use harmful objects in those clubs. Is it a crime?
As you may know, the picture of the late bouncer has gone viral, with some youths in the state also calling for justice. Spokesperson of the Rivers State Police Command, Grace Iringekoko, says investigation is ongoing. Similarly, the family of 35-year-old Solomon Uwehiave is appealing to the police and other security agencies to step up efforts in locating him. Well, Solomon's elder brother, Alexander, said his brother was last seen in Port Harcourt 2 weeks ago when he came to sit an examination.
My brother came to Port Harcourt for an exam and lodged. While at the hotel, he went out to buy a drink that the hotel does not have. After he went out of the hotel, he did not come back. Since then, we have been looking for him. We have reported the matter to Elekaya Police Station and the CID. We call on well-meaning Nigerians who has any clue about his whereabouts to report to Elekaya Police Division or the nearest police station. We also equally urged the police to intensify every effort in finding him.
Meanwhile, activist Charles Jaja is asking police authority to stop police officers from harassing and extorting citizens at checkpoints. Mr. Jaja said the recent increase in prices of goods and transport fares is linked to police extortion. He spoke to our correspondent on this.
The incidence of extortion by police officers at various checkpoints in Rivers State is so high and visible to all and calls for concern. And I think that this high rate of extortion by police officers is one of the major reasons why transportation cost is so high down south here, and especially in Rivers State where there are so numerous checkpoints. And I want to appeal to the IG of police to do something to address this whole incidence of extortion and help protect the image of the police. It's unfortunate that you find out that police officers at various checkpoints, rather than do the duty which they were employed to do, are there to offer change to transporters, forcing them to give them money.
Still to come, Senate confirms former Rivers PDP chairman Desmond Akawo as federal commissioner. Stay tuned.
Public announcement. We, the families of late Elder
Medical Association in Rivers State says brain drain and departure of pharmaceutical companies from Nigeria have worsened the burden of individuals who pay medical expenses out of pocket. NMA Secretary in the state, Hope Azunda, said this in an interview with correspondent Martha Okerinkem as World marks Universal Health Coverage Day.
When we are talking about universal health coverage, it's not just the infrastructure, it will also be the personnel to run this facility. The availability of drugs that are affordable, because access comes with affordability and availability. So we hope the government will be sensitive enough, putting attention in this direction to make sure that the universal health coverage comes down to our people. A lot of states are not implementing health insurance.
Well, the theme for this year's World Universal Health Coverage Day is Time for Action. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has sworn in Dr. Anubu Onwoha from Rivers State as resident electoral commissioner for Edo State. Professor Yakubu also swore in 8 other resident electoral commissioners. And the Senate has confirmed the nomination of Desmond Akawo as commissioner representing Rivers State in the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission. Mr. Akawo was the past chairman of the PDP in the state. And on the foreign scene, German prosecutors have charged 27 suspected far-right extremists with planning a violent coup. And they are accused of membership of an extremist group, the Reichsbürger Movement. And that's the news. But before we go, let's take a look at the highlights. On the news this evening, you heard that a High Court in Port Harcourt has stopped the Martin Amehule-led River State lawmakers from accessing the Assembly complex. 2 former lawmakers are advising Governor Fubara to present the 2024 budget to the Edison Ehie-led lawmakers. Depriye Abe, widow of a bouncer killed in Bonny, River State, is demanding justice. The Senate has confirmed former Rivers PDP chairman Desmond Akawo as a federal commissioner. And on the foreign scene, German far-right extremists have been charged for plotting a violent coup. The news was edited by Onyeka Chinwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Constance Mega. Thank you for listening.